As a Division III basketball manager, I come across a wide variety of different players who all have to adapt their games and adjust their style of play for their level of competition. However, of all the players I've come across in my travels, none intrigue me more than co-college's TJ Schnurr. In terms of the evolutionary arms race of Division III basketball, where players have to shift their focus for the team and for what wins at that level, Schnurr is 6'6", 200 and is truly a hybrid. He has the height of a wing, but the body of a big, and over this time at Cole, he has developed into one who plays like both. Schnurr is one of the best offensive weapons in all of Division III, with synergy ranking him in the 97th percentile for offensive efficiency. Not only that, but he has the immense volume of a superstar at this college level. He averaged 17 points and 7 rebounds per game in his junior season and was eliminated in the first round of the NCAA tournament, so he has the winning and the stats to match. In the finals of the American Rivers Conference tournament, he lit up Loras College, dropping 36 points and missing only one shot for the entire game. Schnurr can beat teams in more than a few ways and is truly a matchup nightmare at the Division III level. For one, he has incredible footwork, which makes him an elite threat in the post. If you throw a wing on him, he has the touch, power, and the finesse to find a way to score. He's also a high flyer and put up standing dunks off deep seals. He's a dominant force off the seal, but can also rise up for hooks, which he shoots better than 83% of D3 players. He's great at using his body to find a way to go around them or straight through them into the basket. If you can get by a defender with those post moves, he shoots over 61% at the rim, and so it's an easy bucket for him that way. So regardless of how you try to play Schnurr in the post, he has a variety of moves, the skill, and the touch to find a basket.
We're under 5.5. Schnurr, open, slam! Well, that's Schnurr with the slam!
But Nebraska Wesleyan misfires there, and effective for Nebraska Wesleyan the last couple of weeks. Stolen by Coe. Schnurr.
In the front court, TJ Schnurr. Oh, nice give and go, another dunk. The right wing here, Sherry using the pick from Schnurr. Back to Schnurr, working his way on the inside. The running jump hook. Devils was synonymous with successful basketball, especially back when I was in high school. 15 on the shot clock. TJ Schnurr guarded by McRae, 6'1", giving away about 5 inches. Here's Schnurr on the inside, left-handed.
If Schnurr doesn't look to back down his defender or seal them on the inside, his lethal jumper can break down defenses and open up driving lanes. Off of seals, he often pops out to the short corner or the elbow for mid-range jumpers, and he can stretch all the way back to the three-point line for a shot he hits 40% of the time. In many of Coe's actions and sets from last season, Schnurr would slip into a pop off ball screens and either look for a catch-and-shoot jumper or go to work facing up. If he did elect to shoot out of the post, it was most often a shimmy into a post fade. Although he doesn't have the fastest jumper, he can definitely hit shots regardless of the coverage. In fact, he shot 62.2% effective field goal on guarded jump shots last year, which was good enough to be better than 89% of Division III players. With his lethal jumper, Schnurr can counter heavy closeouts with a convincing pump fake and a good spot-up arsenal to throw on top of it. On the opposite side of the floor, Schnurr can be absent-minded at times, getting lost in different actions and sets or ball watching, and he isn't always quick enough to recover. I don't want to label him as soft defensively, but he can often be overpowered by a taller big man at the Division III level, which are more focused on being a dominating post presence and hard screen setter rather than a potential finesse finisher. Schnurr is also quite poor at closing out on shooters, but has some saving grace to the defender with his hyperactive rebounding. It's almost like a switch flips with him as soon as there's a live ball, like it's time to go grab the ball and go score. Schnurr is also a nightmare on the offensive glass, and he was the #1 tip player in the country last year, so there is a saving grace with his activeness on the boards. For Schnurr, I can't help but put a Zion comparison in here. Obviously, he's nowhere near the athlete that Zion is, but if we're talking body types and play style, I can see him as somewhat of a Zion light. From the post footwork to the outside shot and the sheer dominance inside, to even the cadence and way he drives, I think it's both a fun and somewhat accurate comparison here. Overall, with his offensive firepower alone, TJ Schnurr put together a junior season that makes him one of the greatest collegiate players at the Division III level at this moment, and he'll likely look to return to Coe, ready to compete for a national title and earn some accolades of his own.